Yeah.
All right, yes. Welcome to What the Hell Wednesday. It is Wednesday, May the 7th, and my dad's birthday. Happy heavenly birthday. Love you, Pops. All right, so
Hey.
we're going to dig right into this one. What the hell is going on with actor Paul Rudd in theaters? What the hell is going on with the Golden Globes in 2026? What the hell is Bravo in Rhode Island doing a show? All right. And what the hell is Reddit's weird film collection? All right. Bunch of what the hell's going on around here? All right, you
What
want to
the
start it
hell?
off, or we want me to start it off?
Uh I'm gonna go ahead and start it off with what the hell going on with John Voight. Now, remember he is part of Trump's plan for, well, he was, he has been nominated as one of the, I guess, the presenters of Donald Trump. If you go back to our past episodes, we said Donald Trump nominated a couple of people in Hollywood to be like his eyes and ears and his voice for changing things and bringing Hollywood back to the United States. Well, John Voight, he came up with a plan. And now we have the details. Now, if you don't know who John Voight is, Angelina Jolie's daddy. That's who it is. So you know who Angelina Jolie is. That's her daddy. So John Boyd, he met with the president, and he basically told the president that he has quite a few plans for bringing Hollywood back. Now, some of his plans include, for the filmmakers, he included a federal tax break, um, well, tax credits on like 10 to 20% on top of the existing states incentives. So that would be pretty cool. And then also, he suggested that if they don't shoot in the U.S., then they add 120 percent penalties to whatever that production is. So if they could have shot in the US and they chose to shoot overseas, then the filmmakers would be charged 120% penalty. Now for infrastructure, he suggested, which I love this, a plan for taking some tax incentives, some tax credits, and building and renovating theaters, studios, and post production facilities. So he really wants to build up the infrastructure, make it a lot better, while also training people to, you know, to do the job, so that we have capable employees working on these productions, and then the streaming platforms. Now, this is interesting. So, John Boy said he wants the streaming platforms to receive. He wants the networks basically to be prevent, because the networks were prevented from owning the shows that they aired. So now the streamers, they would need to pay producers a minimum of 25% all the way up to 45 or 40% in production costs. So he's basically trying to put the money back into the creator's hands. So he wants to return more ownership rights after the license periods end as well, and share the copyrights 50-50 with the content creators. So I thought that was kind of cool. um and then for international, he, because some productions just have to film internationally because of what various reasons. So he's like, okay, if you have to shoot overseas and you cannot shoot in the US, then make it a true and real collaboration. So he put that in there to where if it's a true and real collaboration where they had to shoot over there, then instead of having tariffs on either side, it would just be, some kind of joint venture. So, um, you know, Donald Trump said he's not looking to destroy Hollywood. He's looking to work with people. So he plans to sit down with his, nominees and go over these plans. Will they actually go through and pass? I'm not sure, but it seems like everything is just coming down to these tax incentives. So that's what's going on in Hollywood right now. What the hell is going to happen to where we going to change things or improve or keep it in America? Who the hell knows? But
Who the hell knows? But hello, Nicole. How you doing? Oh,
hey,
all right.
Nicole.
Um, yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. We'll
Mm.
see. How far down is it going to go into the creators' hands? Is it like a select few creators, or is it going to be open up to a wider range of creators? And are we going to have the Hollywood notes, or are they really going to let creators actually do what we do, and that is create without having such
Mhm.
an influence? So um, we'll have to
Yeah,
see. So we just hoping, old John Boyd got us, man. Come on, John, got to pull through, man. This is an unprecedented time, so we need some unprecedented actions, and this is for
exactly.
the artists. The artist finally needs to get the protection for their intellectual property, and the people who buy it, it's a licensing deal. That's
Hmm.
the way it should have probably been the entire time. So kudos to, if that's what's going on for real,
Yeah,
kudos to that. And it is time for the independent artists to rise, rise, rise. So we're about to be back up in there. You know what I'm saying?
hey, hey,
All
hey.
right, all right.
All right, so
So,
what the hell you got going on this Wednesday, Marlon? What the hell you got going on over there on What the
man, what
Hell Wednesdays?
the hell is going on with actor Paul Rudd? So he recounted some astonishing incidents from his theater days during a late 90s performance of The Last Night in Ballyhoo. An audience member actually tragically passed away during the mid show. And in another instance, while performing in Grace, not Grease, Marlon, while performing in Grace in 2012, a drunken audience member vomited from the balcony onto several patrons below, disrupting the performance. Ew. All right. And additionally, during a 2001 production of The Shape of Things, Rudd unintentionally exposed himself during a stage positioning, leading to an unexpected audience reaction. So
Whoa,
um, that's the
whoa,
you
what
gotta love that about
the
theater. Yeah, what the hell is going on? That's a string of a lot of shit going on there. But um, everybody seems to be okay except maybe the person who passed away. That was tragic.
Yeah,
But
no, that is sad.
live
Man.
shows, baby, live shows. The show must go on. So whatever
Hmm.
happens, that I think that's a high that um, I can't really replace. That is a
Yeah.
high high.
What the
Hmm.
hell is going on? And you're right, with a live show, no matter what, it has to go on. So you just have to improvise and, what they said, take the crookeds with the straights. That is wild. But listen, y'all, if y'all loving What the Hell Wednesdays, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Um, yeah, yeah. Whoa.
Yes.
Well, what the hell else you got going on? Because, boy, oh boy.
Uh, Just real quick, got this joint
Hey,
going on. That is the Actor's Little Black Handbook, and that is
hey,
for you to get your acting together. This
get
this
it.
covers the character's mind, the body, and the spirit. And then while you're at it, while you're over there planning your auditions and all of that, oh, you ready to be an actor? One up top. I bet.
Okay.
Come on through
Uh-huh.
here. You
Yeah,
can go right to
subscribe.
Amazon. Yes, follow, like,
Subscribe.
subscribe, and you can get both of these books right on Amazon. You can go right to Actors Endurance. Both are about
Absolutely.
$20 or so. Very affordable books, and you will thank us later. Trust me.
Yes.
All
You ready
right.
to be an actor? That's the only book you need right there. Get on Amazon, Actors Endurance, and subscribe. Yeah, moving on, because listen here, we are here for a good time, not a long time, y'all.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
People say I stay acting the fool. So when
Hey,
I
look,
try
you
acting,
already got you already got the basics down, you know? Yeah, keep that childlike energy too.
yes, yes, yes. All right.
Oh,
What you got on the docket for us? What else is what the hell
oh
is going
man.
on?
What the hell going on in Rhode Island? Rhode Island, stand up. What's going on? Little Rhodey, the Ocean State, Newport in the his house, Providence, what's going on? Middletown, all the listen. Now, I'm not a fan of the show, but I'm going to watch this one. So these shows have been out forever, but now they're bringing them to Rhode Island. And since that's where I'm born and raised, I got to shout out my hometown. So y'all, if you're a fan of the Real Housewives series, listen, they got the Real Housewives of the Ocean State now. So the Real Housewives of Rhode Island are going to be coming up really soon. So, like I said, if you like the Housewives series, people in Rhode Island, yes, we go there, we act a fool. It's a nice mix of a whole bunch of different things. So I am sure that this show is gonna set it off. So if y'all haven't checked out any of the Real Housewives, just go ahead and wait till Rhode Island drops. But if you love the series, well, go ahead and continue to follow in that Ocean State. Yeah, so the Real Housewives of Rhode Island is about to come on, and baby, it's gonna be some drama. I already know it. It's gonna be some drama. So I was excited about that. So that's what the hell going on in Rhode Island, my hometown. Shout out to my people, all my Cape Verdeans out there, my Indians, and all of y'all. What's going on? So that's what's going on. I get excited when Rhode Island pops up.
Yeah, yeah. Me and DC, you know how that goes. So
Hey,
salute.
absolutely.
RI is in the building. She's from the smallest state, and I'm from, I guess DC is one of the smallest cities out here.
hmm
Capital city, small state, doing big things. That's how we do it, the AE over here. All right.
Absolutely. Now, have you ever
Uh,
watched any of the Housewives shows?
no, no,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't.
same here. Now we both haven't
Yeah.
watched Rhode Island though, so we both gonna watch Rhode Island, and we'll let y'all know how it is. But I'm sure if you like all the drama, you're gonna love it. But anyway, moving on. We here for a good time, not a long time. What the hell you got pulling up in the caboose?
All right, the caboose goes chuka chuka. What the hell is going on with Reddit's? They have an unbelievable collection of film set stories. So, a Reddit thread
Hmm.
compiles some of the craziest stories from film and TV sets. One anecdote involves an extra on the set of Hollywood's Highlander movie. I don't know if you remember that, but the Highlander movie, who, when frustrated, walked off the set in the Highlands in full costume, never to return.
What in
Just
the? Ah!
never saw him. Walked off in the Highlands. So if you all know, if you saw the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But they have a whole.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't have Reddit, or I'm not. I'm not a part of that community. But if anybody is, please let us know if you've seen any of those wild Hollywood stories. Oh God, did I just hear my voice?
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. That is
Uh,
wild.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's supposed to be a whole thread of just some crazy Hollywood stories. I've certainly had quite a few, quite a few.
Wow.
Yeah, anything crazy on a set ever happened like that with you?
I've seen some crazy things on set where people got like injured or um arguments, fires broke out, but never I don't think I've ever seen anyone disappear. No. No, no one's ever disappeared. Unless they were at Crafty for too long. But outside of that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Somebody went and took a real
Uh-huh.
break.
Yep.
Um, I was on a set where we were in an apocalyptic time, so I looked like I was homeless, and we were shooting near homeless people. So I kept walking
Oh
up to the
man.
writer, and I'm asking her questions. She's like dissing me and shit, and I'm like, "What's going on?" So she found out I was on the set, and I was like, "Yeah, I've been trying to ask you questions about the character." She's like, oh my god!" Like she was dissing the shit out of me, but ended up becoming real good friends. My girl, Arkesha Roberts, she wrote a whole like she wrote, oh God, it must have been, I think she wrote a whole series. Like it took her, I think it's like 4,000 pages or something. Like she wrote the whole series, crazy. But she
Wow.
had no idea that I was an actor, had no idea. And we worked a lot since then, but yeah, yeah, she was like, "Get your ass away from me, dude."
Oh
Like,
my
I mean,
god.
yeah, didn't know until I was about to go on that I was actually an actor. Had no idea.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah,
That's kind of
yeah,
wild.
I've had some wilder stuff, so I'll keep the tame stuff for now. We get
Yeah, yeah,
wilder as the
yeah.
year goes on.
Okay. Okay, wild boy. Now, do we have something about the Golden Globes too? Is that
Yeah, yeah,
the Golden Globes?
yeah. In 2026, the Golden Globes. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me pull that one up.
Yeah, I think they're actually introducing, or they're gonna have a category for podcasts now, correct?
Yes, that was it.
So
Yes, yes. What the hell is going on
yeah,
with that?
yeah,
Um,
I think that is kind of cool, different, very different.
Actually, it's letting us know that there's a new genre. It's kind of like when musical theater came along.
Mm-hmm.
Reality TV was another one that kind of came along, made its way into the space, and I think that it not only does it have a home, but it's going to be a huge part of entertainment. It is right now. So, but we're in the
Mm-hmm.
podcast space, so eventually the podcast, they're going to have their awards. Y'all are going to see actors indoors pulling down an award for
Number
whatever these
one.
categories. Number one, yeah, I don't even have my number one, but y'all know what time it is.
Hey, come on.
Yeah,
Exactly.
gonna see
Number
us
one.
up there
Yeah. But I think
going
it's kind of
against
cool though.
Rogan.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah.
huh.
So when you guys watch the Golden Globes next year in 2026, you'll actually be able to see and see who wins for the most watched. They're only going to nominate, I believe, like 25 of the most watched podcasts, and then whoever wins wins. But well, okay, I can see Joe Rogan right now probably be the first winner. But I mean, he does have a lot of competition, so we'll see. But I think it's great that they're incorporating podcasts now into award season. So that only goes to show you how big podcasts are. We are a vodcast. Y'all don't know nothing about that, but whoever's watching right now, you finding out. You finding out.
You
We're a
will
little ahead of the
soon.
game, but it's all good, y'all. It's all good. Well, listen, y'all, if you love what you're hearing, if you love the news that we're giving you, because we're giving you the latest news, the current news, make sure you tune in every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're going live, 8 o'clock. Mondays is Hot Topics. Wednesdays is What the Hell Wednesdays. And Fridays is Fun Fact Fridays. So make sure you subscribe. Go to Amazon, Actors Endurance, get the books. And what else you got to say to the people, Marlon? Because I'm done. Stick a fork in me.
Uh, yep. You and me both. I'm just saying this. I'm gonna let these visuals take us out.
All right. We're here for a good time, not a long time.
All right. We will holler at y'all. Peace.